Bailey Smith has just handed in his trade request into the Western Bulldogs. Let's talk about it. Bailey Smith will be at Collingwood next year, no doubt about it. He's going to play with Nick. He's going to play with Geordie, Scott Pendlebury. It's going to be incredible for the, 23, 24-year-old. Is what I wish this video was going to be about. I think the goalposts have changed quite significantly with Bailey Smith. And look, we were never sort of in the position to bring Smith into the club, but it was a dream that we have dreamt for quite some time. And I think he would have been a better signing than Christian Petrarca. But before we get into that, just letting you know, I've got 25 hoodies left, so get them while you can. Medium and larges are the only ones left. I think there's one small in the black color. So get them while they're hot, get them while you can, and I'll do another sending off of them tonight. Sorry, not tonight, this week. I'll send them off again at the end of this week, but get them off. Link is down below. Let's get into the main of this video. So like I said, Bailey Smith requests a trade, and Collingwood's name has sort of been linked with Smith for a good part of the year. We know that his company, Barry's, which is the alcoholic beverage company, he has it with like Kerno, but mainly the Dacos brothers as well. They're all really close. And you remember that there was this report that came out that said that the higher-ups or the upper management at Collingwood said that no one is allowed to take any more photos with Bailey Smith because it's causing too much of a ruckus. They would have been talking to Bailey Smith's manager and stuff like that. We know that Bailey Smith has done an ACL this year. He's bounced back really well. Obviously, won't play this year because the Bulldogs have been eliminated. But he hands in his trade request. Now, I preface this by saying that Bailey Smith would be a better signing than Christian Petrarca, and I think they both have, they would both be extraordinary, and I ranked them in the elite category in my ranking trade rumor video. But they're just unrealistic targets, and I know we had some fun with Christian Petrarca because the thing with Petrarca is he could have chosen a nuclear option. We talked about Luke Ball as well. He could have chosen a nuclear option, and I think we had more chance of landing Petrarca than we do landing Bailey Smith. I personally believe, and I guess everyone sort of believes, that Bailey Smith is going to Jolong. And I would love to make this video about how we're going to get Bailey Smith, and I'd love to be that optimistic guy. But sometimes you just got to be real on camera. And, oh man, I'd move, if I could move heaven and hell, I would move heaven, hell, and earth to get Bailey Smith to the Pies. I think he's exactly what we need for an aging midfield. And to learn off Pendlebury to be, side by side with both Dacos brothers, with Jordan De Goey, I think it would be incredible for Bailey Smith as well. But Jolong is looking the most likely destination. We know that Bailey Smith is the face of a lot of things. He could be, after another good year, he could be the face of the AFL again, if he can get up to those high standards that he had set a couple of years ago. We know that he's tied with Cotton On. Jolong are sponsored by Cotton On. Their jumpers are Cotton On, I'm pretty sure, as well. So you kind of see, it just makes sense. There was rumours going around that he bought some property in Jolong, and that's always telling. I think it's good for Smith to get out of that Melbourne bubble as well and go to a club like Jolong. But again, I'm sick of Jolong getting these players. I'm sick of Hawthorn getting these players, who are another player in the Bailey Smith sort of trade sphere as well. It's us, Hawthorn, and Jolong. But the thing with this trade is that the Western Bulldogs are going to want a very, very high draft pick. I don't think they're probably not. They're probably, yeah. Well, I was going to say they're not expecting a top 10, but they probably want a top 10. But I think they'd settle for anything between 10 and 15. But you got to think that Geelong has got pick 16 at the moment, and they're still playing finals, obviously. They've got pick 16 at the moment, but that doesn't include any father-sons that are going to get bid on, any academy kids that are going to get bid on, NGAs maybe that are going to get bid on. So that 16 probably becomes like, I don't know, 20 to 23 in that sort of range. Our first pick is 30, I want to say, something like that. Could you kind of hypothetically get, Noble for for pick 20, then package pick 20 and something else, send it to the doggies. Hypothetically, that's amazing. That would be cool. But if Geelong's pick 16 is coming a pick 21, let's say, which is 5 places, our pick 20 is becoming a pick 25. And I don't think pick 25 and Finn McRae or Reef McInnes is going to be exactly what the Bulldogs need. The only thing not working in the Bulldogs' favour is that Bailey Smith is uncontracted, and he could just walk. He could do a Luke Ball, and he could just walk to any club that, you know, want to sort of draft him if he's going to do the nuclear option like that. And Bailey Smith hasn't said what club he wants to play at yet, but all the insiders, all the media are saying that it is Jolong. And it's disappointing. I would absolutely love Smith at the Pies, but I just don't see it happening, and I am so ready to be proved wrong. To change, you would need at least a pick 10, 11, or 12, maybe, and then with father sons, it becomes a pick 15. That's probably what would get the Western Bulldogs over the line. That, a future first or a future second, or even like a future first, you could package up next year's future first, because Collingwood love giving away future first. We absolutely love it. We give away future firsts like, those Costco sellers give away their free sample foods, and you can just keep going back and back and back because you're going to keep getting them. That's how much we love giving away a future first. Does a future first, McRae, and a pick 20 get it? Probably not, because I think our future first next year, I really am of the opinion that we are going to finish top 4 next year. So that future first becomes anywhere between 18 and 16, kind of like what Geelong's is now. But in saying that, our future first that we gave to Fremantle has become pick 9 or something, 9 or 10 even, for Lockie Schultz. So Bulldogs could chance it if they wanted to, but Bailey Smith would need to say, I want to come to Collingwood. If I hear Bailey Smith say, I want to come to Collingwood, I'm going to lose my mind, and I'll get a Baz tattoo. I'll just get the word Baz. If he says, I want to come to Collingwood, I want to get a Baz tattoo somewhere. B-A-Z stamped or tattooed on me. But Geelong just have that leverage. Like, they're such a well-built football club that, of course, he's going to want to play at the Cats, the Cotton On thing. And I just don't think it's going to happen. And I'm usually an optimistic guy, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Bailey Smith is going to say, come to us, come to Collingwood, I want to go to Collingwood? Or do you think, like everyone else, and he's going to Geelong? That's the camp that I'm in right now. Let me know your thoughts down below. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tay family, tay friends, tay pets, and also next time, double trackers. Buy the merch. I'll swoop you later.